Hello, Aquarius. If you're hearing this right now, maybe the universe has placed you exactly where you're meant to be. Because what's coming your way isn't just a message, it's a warning, a signal sent straight from the gates of destiny. There's a powerful figure moving toward you with news that could shift the entire course of your life. Don't leave this moment. Stay with me. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why everything is changing and why you are the one chosen to hear this. Now, let's step into the first layer of this story, the moment when the universe begins to sound its urgent call around you. Aquarius, if you're still here, take a moment, put everything down, breathe deeply, and feel if something is quietly moving around you. Maybe it's a strange warmth rising in your chest, a pulse of energy coming from somewhere deep inside. The universe is whispering, and this time, it isn't faint or distant. It's clear, strong, and it's calling your name. Lately, you might have noticed something unusual: repeating numbers, a dream that stayed with you after waking, or just that quiet instinct that something big is about to happen. That's not your imagination. A new frequency is entering your orbit. It's like the entire universe is shifting, realigning itself to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. And at the center of it all, one message repeats: be ready. Someone is on their way to you, a messenger of fate. It could be a lawyer, it could be someone from the world of finance. But their role is greater than their title. They are the hand that will open a new door for you. They carry papers, yes, contracts, words, signatures. But behind every page lies something far more powerful: the story of justice, of balance being restored, of a reward the universe has held for you all along. Nothing is random, Aquarius. Life often hides turning points inside ordinary days. You've walked through years of quiet strength, sometimes doubting, sometimes weary, but you never let go of the light. Now the universe doesn't want you to wait anymore. It wants you to receive. You may not see it yet, but within the next 72 hours, a sequence of events will begin to unfold, piece by piece, like destiny finally rearranging itself in your favor. Everything that once felt paused will move again. What was blurred will begin to sharpen. Time itself is no longer drifting, it's guiding you back to the exact point where justice and fortune meet. Think of it as a wind, gentle, but strong, invisible to the eye, yet powerful enough to change the direction of everything. Because sometimes, the greatest changes don't come with thunder. They arrive quietly, like a breath that shifts the air, and suddenly, everything feels different. This isn't a sign anymore, Aquarius. It's an invitation. A moment where everything inside you and everything around you begins to move in perfect rhythm, whispering one truth: it's time. And in that stillness, at the edge of what you know and what's about to be revealed, you'll hear it, the sound of a door slowly unlocking. Behind it lies not just news, but a truth long buried, now awakening to meet you. Aquarius, some secrets don't live in the dark. They live right in the middle of the light, only hidden from those who aren't calm enough to see them. In your quiet world, where reason often rules over emotion, something has been quietly shifting. An ancient current, so old your soul once knew it before you were even born, and today, it's returning. Somewhere out there, there are words carrying your name, numbers you once forgot, papers that seemed meaningless, yet inside them lies the key to a door. A right, a reward, something that has always belonged to you, delayed, locked away, or held too long in silence. Time might blur the memory, but it can't erase what is truly yours. Because the universe has its own memory. It remembers every act of kindness, every drop of effort, every time you stayed silent but still chose what was right. And now, it begins to return what you've earned. But the gift coming your way isn't just material, it's deeper. It's how the universe is rearranging itself to heal a piece of your story that once broke. Maybe you once believed that justice wasn't real, that good things don't come to those who wait too long. But right now, you'll see what was lost is finding its way back home. Some call it karma, some call it luck. But you, Aquarius, You know it's balance. The universe never forgets an honest soul, even when it tests them through long silence. You may not remember the last time you truly felt safe or at peace, but that feeling is coming back. Maybe through a recurring dream, a familiar face flashing through your mind, or a memory suddenly resurfacing in the middle of an ordinary day. That's not nostalgia, that's communication. Your soul has always known this moment was coming, only your mind wasn't ready to believe. Now, as the signs grow stronger, as old memories flicker back to life, you'll begin to see that what was hidden was never meant to punish you. It was meant to test whether you could still believe in the light even when surrounded by shadow. So let the truth step forward gently, like dawn after a long night of rain. Because after every darkness, there isn't an ending. There's a deeper layer of light waiting to be discovered. And as that light slowly fills your mind, another door begins to open, one leading to the impossible, becoming possible, quietly, but with the certainty that only the universe itself could create. Aquarius, there are things happening in silence, like a melody written long ago, now finally beginning to play its notes again. What you once thought was coincidence, a misplaced email, a call that came at the wrong hour, a stranger saying something that made you stop and think, none of it is random. Each moment has been part of the universe's quiet arrangement, a design so intricate you can only see its pattern once you've stepped far enough back. Somewhere within that pattern, a legal, financial, or administrative process has already begun. It's moving toward you slowly, deliberately, like a river finding its way home to the sea. You don't have to rush to believe it, just feel it. Maybe you've been tired. Maybe you've thought your effort didn't matter, that justice was a luxury reserved for someone else. But no, Aquarius, everything you've planted, your honesty, your consistency, your silent perseverance is blooming now. Think of those moments when you stood at a crossroads with no one to guide you, no one to believe in you, and yet you kept walking. The universe noticed every step, and now, what you wished for, what you waited for, what you once thought impossible, is beginning to take form. It may come as a phone call from a law office, a financial update, or a message from someone carrying good news. But beneath it all lies something greater, a sign that the universe is restoring balance and giving back what has always been yours. Let your heart settle. There's no need to argue, no need to prove. When the energy of justice starts to move, nothing and no one can stop it. What's coming isn't only material. It's a confirmation that you've lived right, that you held on to faith even when everything around you was falling apart. Your patience has turned into strength, and that strength is opening a new chapter of your life. Picture this: everything that was once frozen in the dark now melting under the light of fairness. Those papers, those numbers, those dry, ordinary details are transforming into proof of something sacred, proof that truth can never be buried forever. As you listen to this, maybe a strange, familiar feeling is rising inside you. That's the energy of confirmation. It's saying, you were right not to give up. And soon, you'll see it not just with your mind, but with your own eyes. The universe is finishing what you started, completing what once felt incomplete. And as the wheel of justice turns back into alignment, you'll understand some blessings don't come to reward you, but to remind you that you've always been worthy. Receive them with calm, with gratitude. Because after every long, exhausting path, the greatest treasure isn't what you gain, it's the heart that stayed kind through it all. And somewhere, within all this quiet shifting of energy, something or someone is already moving on your behalf, working behind the scenes, opening a path you once believed was gone forever. Aquarius, in the grand tapestry the universe is weaving for you, there's a figure who hasn't yet stepped into the light. This person doesn't appear to be thanked, doesn't seek recognition. They simply stand quietly behind the scenes, a keeper between darkness and dawn. It might be a relative you haven't spoken to in years, a former partner who once walked away without a word, or someone in power you never imagined was watching your path. They've been doing things you don't even know about: a timely phone call, a signature at the right moment, an email sent exactly when it mattered most. Everything seems accidental, yet it's almost too precise to be coincidence. They're not doing this out of duty. They're doing it because they've seen something in you that most people overlook: a kind of honesty, a quiet persistence that can't be bought or broken. Maybe in the past, you helped someone even when you had little to give. Maybe you stood up for someone when no one was standing up for you. And now, that same energy is circling back through a stranger's kindness, or through someone who once shared the beginning of your journey. In this world, miracles don't always arrive through prayer. Sometimes they come through people who still quietly believe in goodness. The universe is sending them to you to finish the thread of destiny left undone. They are living proof that justice isn't just about laws, it's about compassion. So when that message arrives, when those documents or that letter find their way to you, remember, behind the seal and the signature, there's a heart that once believed in your light. This person doesn't need your gratitude. They only need to know that what they've done has restored balance in your little corner of the world. Because sometimes, helping a soul reclaim what was theirs is also the way another soul finds healing. Aquarius, within the next 7 to 10 days, you'll begin to see the signs: a familiar name in a phone call, an unexpected email, or simply the sense that someone is sending good energy your way. When that happens, don't rush to ask why. Just smile and whisper to yourself, "It's the right time." Because the universe always sends the right people at the right moment for the right reason. There are hands that reach for us only when we need them the most and then gently let go so we can walk on our own. But those hands, they change the entire course of a life. And when you pause and look back, through all the noise of the world, you'll hear something faint: the sound of faith being restored, of karma coming home. Keep your heart warm, Aquarius, because ahead of you, another challenge is forming, one that will require you to stay clear, alert, ready to act, so you won't miss the blessing the universe has prepared, a blessing meant only for you. Aquarius, in life, there are moments that don't come for us to think too long. They come to test whether we truly believe in ourselves. Soon, you'll receive a very clear signal, maybe a document, a letter of invitation, a notice asking for your confirmation or your signature. But it won't just be paperwork. It will mark a turning point, a quiet but powerful shift in your entire journey. And when it arrives, you'll know. You won't need anyone to explain it. Your soul will recognize it instantly. There will be voices telling you to wait, to think it through, to ask someone wiser for advice. But sometimes, experience doesn't move us forward, it only teaches us how to hesitate. The universe has been preparing for this moment far longer than you can imagine. And all it needs from you now is to act the moment your heart whispers, "It's time." Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Awakened souls never fail, they simply become more refined with every choice they make. If you let this moment pass, the door will close. Not as punishment, but because destiny's current never stays still. It keeps flowing. And if you don't step in, it moves on without you. But if you dare to take just one step, the universe will open the path twice as wide to meet you. It's okay to feel fear. It's human. Because standing before a real beginning always makes us feel small. But don't let that fear dim the light pulsing inside you. The universe doesn't send opportunities to those who aren't ready. If you're hearing this, it means you're ready to carry the weight of the blessing that's on its way. Every signature, every form, every seal, they're just symbols. What matters more is the energy you bring when you put your name down, the trust you place in yourself in that moment. When you act from clarity and gratitude, everything else falls perfectly into place. No one can take away what belongs to you, and no power can delay what has already been written. Aquarius, you've walked through long seasons of waiting, of doubt, of exhaustion, and now it's time to move to act. Listen carefully to your first feeling when the message comes. That feeling is your compass. Follow it. Don't let the noise of others pull you off rhythm. This opportunity isn't just about gain or success. It's a reminder from the universe whispering, "You are ready to receive." Remember this: those who hesitate, lose; those who believe, rise. And in the moment you sign your name, let every trace of fear dissolve, like morning mist fading under sunlight. Because that's when a new chapter begins, soft but unstoppable, as if the entire universe starts moving to the rhythm of your heartbeat. And just as that rhythm steadies, something else begins to stir, a quiet proof that you were never alone, that an unseen hand has been guiding, protecting, and is now preparing to reveal the full truth behind the divine protection surrounding you. Aquarius, there was a time when you thought that what was lost could never return. But the miracle of life is this: sometimes what feels like loss is actually protection in disguise. Every mistake, every fall, every moment you felt abandoned, they all carried a hidden purpose. They didn't come to break you, they came to move you away from a path that no longer belonged to you. You didn't see it then, but in your hardest moments, an unseen hand was holding you back, stopping you from taking one more wrong step. Like the tide pulling fiercely, only to retreat and reveal smooth, safe sand beneath your feet, you've reached that very shore now, Aquarius. The calm after the storm. Within the next 48 to 96 hours, a clear sign will appear. It might be an email that lands at the perfect time, a call you didn't expect, or a piece of paper you stumble upon by accident. Don't dismiss it, because within the smallest, most ordinary details, the universe often hides its loudest message: you're on the right path. When that sign comes, your heart will beat a little faster, as if your soul already knows. Trust that feeling. It's the universe confirming that the wheel of destiny has turned, and this time, it's turning in your favor. And when it moves, it will move quickly, faster than you can count the changes unfolding around you. Your finances, your reputation, your sense of trust, all of it will begin to flow again, like a river finally running free, carrying light through every bend of your journey. But more precious than all of it is what you'll find within yourself. You've changed. You're calmer now, wiser, more grateful. You no longer crave validation from others because you've learned to see your own worth quietly, clearly, in the silence of your own being. That, Aquarius, is the greatest gift the universe can give: the maturity of the soul. And as that light within you grows, it will heal more than your own heart. It will shine on others walking behind you, on those still searching for proof that miracles are real. What's coming isn't just a streak of good luck. It's a declaration that you've walked out of the darkness on your own 2 feet. And when someone learns to stand steady in the storm, they never fear the wind again. So breathe, stay steady, because a new current is rising, bringing with it not just restoration, but a deeper faith that every wound, every scar has meaning. And on the other side of this transformation, something else is waiting for you, not an ending, but a beginning. A brighter chapter, where honor, trust, and everything you thought you'd lost return to you in a new form, warmer, fuller, and more radiant than ever before. Aquarius, this isn't just a new chapter, it's the rebirth of your entire story. The universe is opening a door before you, one of prosperity, honor, and long-awaited recognition. Not as some random stroke of luck, but as the quiet result of all the years you've lived with honesty and persistence. Those silent days of endurance, those lonely choices to do what was right when no one stood beside you, they're being repaid. Now, in the most elegant way possible. What's coming to you isn't only material, it's respect. It's trust. It's the deep knowing that your worth has never depended on anyone else's approval. Money can change your circumstances, but honor lets you walk with your head held high, and the universe is bringing both back to you at once. The ones who doubted you, who said you weren't enough, who called you naive for believing in goodness, they'll watch you rise, not with noise or arrogance, but with the calm grace of someone who has walked through darkness and still kept the light. And those who believed in you, who quietly prayed for you, They'll smile when the miracle unfolds because they always knew you were worthy of it. A new cycle is beginning, one where you no longer chase anyone, no longer need to prove a thing. You stand in command of your own destiny now. People listen not out of fear, but out of trust. That quiet steadiness in your eyes will say everything to those who once doubted. Your finances, your career, your reputation, they're beginning to harmonize, to form a symphony of balance and freedom. But more than all that, you've reclaimed something sacred, your faith. Faith that justice exists. Faith that kindness is never wasted. Faith that the universe truly sees what you've done, even when no one else did. And when you look back on your path, you'll realize this reward isn't just for you, it's for everyone still learning not to give up. Aquarius, you're becoming living proof of something beautiful, that light always returns to those who refuse to let it die, even when surrounded by darkness. Walk forward now, with gratitude and quiet power. Because you are no longer just a survivor, you are a victor. And every step you take from here will leave behind traces of healing, compassion, and wisdom shaped by everything you've endured. Sometimes true victory isn't about having more, it's about being whole, being free, and no longer afraid. Aquarius, lift your head. You've walked through the longest storm. And now, the sky is clear again. Everything you've been waiting for, justice, success, love, and faith, is right here in front of you. Open your hands, receive it, and remember what you're accepting now isn't just a reward. It's confirmation that your soul has passed its trial and has emerged stronger, brighter, and more radiant than ever before.